Okay, can you hear me? Good. What were you saying? This is volume 2 of Minicamp 97. We're still talking about transferring the energy. We're up to the level of the third level of transferring the energy, which is soft Fa-Jing. When you say that you do single whip from the backbone, how is that distinctive from doing single whip the other way, the normal way, the slow way? Okay, the center, you always must move the center. You always must move the center in Tai Chi. The center, I can put it this way. When you're doing slow Tai Chi, and you have to use certain muscles to get your hands into certain positions, rather than using the waist in a sloppy method to get them in there. When you're doing slow Tai Chi, the center is still moving, and your wrist is still in your center, but you have to put your hands into position using your muscles. When you're doing it at its center movement way, and your backbone movement way, in other words, the wrists are moving with the center in the first version. In the second version, the center makes the hands move. The center even makes the feet move. So, I didn't put that on the last tape. I was going to, remember? I forgot. So when you're stepping, don't you see, that's slow Tai Chi. You have to just step with your foot using your muscles. When you want to step using its backbone shaking method, like as I like to call it, or moving from the center causes the movement, in other words. Even the step is like your leg's like a pendulum. Now, if I just pick my leg up, there'll be a little bit of movement, see, and relax it. But I want the leg to swing out, so I've got to use the waist, see. So I'll just do it correctly first and then explain. See, I'll pick the leg up and see, that looks sloppy, and that's sloppy Tai Chi. That's my coined phrase, sloppy Tai Chi, because that's what it feels like to me. See? And as I said yesterday, it's like someone I used to know, a lovely girl with a false leg from here down, and she used to always walk like swinging her waist to make her leg go forward. And that's a good analogy, because then you can understand how you get the waist to actually, you don't go like this, like this. It's just a very subtle thing of and then same here. See? Yeah, it is. It's like you're in space. Yeah, it's like you what? You have to. You don't do it. But you have to open up the qua in order to do that, because that gives you the. Yes. It's in other. It's like this is look. This is it. Like, you know, when you're in the Pa Chui, when you do this move and then you come to here, and we're going into that explosive move here. This is, look, it's loaded. You see, you're loaded with energy here in your waist. All you have to do, it's like a spring being loaded. I don't then have to go in order to get power here. All I've got to do is release that potential energy that I've got in my waist, caused from my legs being in this position. I've just got to release the energy. So all I've got to do is pick this foot up off the ground. That's all I've got to do, and I get bah! And I haven't had to use any muscles, because it's like releasing a spring. It's like releasing a spring. And it's the same here. I don't have to go like this to get the step, because I've already got potential energy. See, now, in doing this movement here, there's potential energy in my waist. All I have to do now is simply release that energy, and it causes the foot to come forward, see? So that's what the classics say, that you should do Tai Chi as if you're not moving. That's what they say. You're moving but not moving, awake but asleep. So, we were on to... sorry, Steve. No, it's not actually wrong, because you have to teach people that way. As I said, it all gets back to whether you're a stark beginner or whether you're an advanced Tai Chi practitioner. That's all. But I always teach everyone this. I show people this in the hope that they'll remember it further down the track. But the biggest thing that beginners can do wrong is to try and do it as I do it now, because you won't get anywhere at all. It's like telling a baby to go and run a 4-minute mile when it hasn't even crawled yet or can't even sit up. Impossible, you see. So beginners must learn Tai Chi. You know, don't get me wrong. This Tai Chi still has its place, although it's absolutely incorrect Tai Chi. This Tai Chi still has its place. because beginners have to learn this way. They have to learn in blocks.